So I do a lot of work in renewable energy systems. I also do a lot of work in conventional energy systems. Worried about the planet dying very quickly, but also we have to fix it in a controlled manner without panic. So how can we go from where we are here to where we want to be, and actually not just dump everything, but how do you take what you have and reformat it, reuse it to achieve new happiness?
Energy storage today is the holy grail to solve problems related to decarbonizing the economy. So climate change is an issue, it's a serious issue, and we have to really work hard to decarbonize our economy. We still unfortunately depend a lot on fossil fuels, and we know the consequences of that. So we need to implement more and more renewable energies like wind and solar, but these forms of renewable energies have their own problem. They are intermittent. So today you have a lot of wind, tomorrow you don't have any wind. So we need to integrate energy storage as soon as possible.
The offshore scene in North America is really growing super rapidly. And so our society is in a wonderful position to support this growth because we represent a very natural and organic mix of a lot of experience coming from the European side, a lot of borrowed expertise on the US side, and other pieces coming in from other countries like Canada, Malta, and so on. So we plan on translating these sort of lab scale and smaller field scale pilot projects into full-scale commercial support.
And to me, the big change since 2014 is it's obviously now important. It's already important in 2019, and the projections are really going up like this. There was a great graph this morning in a presentation by Daniel Laird that showed how all the people who are making predictions constantly underpredict, and that was just one example he gave. I know probably 3 or 4 others. Constantly underpredict what's going to happen. Renewable energy is going to take over as the main generation form. Integrating is going to be massively important and massively difficult, and this conference is digging out the solutions for those and producing some new ideas.
Relied on the inertia of big fossil-fired and nuclear plants in the past, but the energy systems are changing, and so how that future system is going to work is still an open question. So grid integration, storage, and other technologies are going to be critical.
Well, I think that offshore renewables is one of the largest untapped resource in this world. Offshore wind, wave and tidal energy, OTEC, and all of these technologies. We need to start early enough in the transition of the energy system in order to make these technologies work and make them economically viable.
I think it's quite interesting because we see projects that are developed in different countries, European level, but also project in South Korea, some other parts. I think it will be great if we can collaboration between different parts of the world on this topic. But in the world that we live today, I think that we need to work together in order to succeed and to use our ocean in a sustainable way.
We have a long shoreline, a coastline, but only in the mainland France, but we have also all the overseas islands and territories. And these are places where there is a huge potential there. And where so far, most of the electricity on these islands is based on fossil fuel generators. So they're paying already a very expensive price for the electricity, whereas there could be more convenient and more local sources of energy that we could exploit.
It's becoming increasingly clear that energy storage is going to become a vital component of effective marine renewable energy, and lots of potential opportunities. And here at this great conference, learning all kinds of options for thermal energy storage and heat storage. And I think that the critical thinkers that are here are developing all kinds of concepts that the engineers, such as ourselves, are anxious to put into practical application.
We've talked about what's possible for OSESS, and what we would like to see is OSESS to be really at the heart of major projects that make impact for communities. So these can be large communities, regional communities. We've talked about the electrification of an island as an example. This is a project that's now actually getting some legs. We have some support. We have local interest from people, and we want to see this sort of go through, because I think it's a demonstration of what can happen when you get the right people in the room. That includes the financiers, obviously the researchers, that includes the politicians, that includes all of the people that are required to make a project like this happen.